What up, YouTube? This is MMA Analysis, and this is my final video of the review of UFC 126. Now, this is my video of Anderson Silva versus Vitor Belfort. Uh, this fight was pretty exciting. It was pretty exciting after they stopped circling each other and Anderson Silva stopped doing his little dance. Uh, I was impressed how Anderson Silva was able to keep himself safe from Vitor's strong hands. You know, Vitor has those. I think it's 12 first round knockouts in his MMA career, and there was those trailers saying like this man has 12 first round knockouts, and it showed like kind of like pictures of a picture of a mirror image of Anderson Silva, and then it's like, and it's not, if you think of it, it just shows like Vitor Belfort beating the living shit out of Vanderlei Silva, but and I that moving on from Vitor Belfort, I don't want to get off on or I don't know why I just said that, but I don't want to pretty much get sidetracked from the main purpose of the video is about Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva's next fight is supposed to be against Yushin Okami in like November of 2011, but right now people are asking him, and people who have been wanting this fight forever, is the super fight, which all you MMA fans know of super fight between Anderson Silva versus George St. Pierre. Uh, and it looks like it could happen. And they're really making talks right now. I'll put a link in the description of two articles I found on MMAfighting.com stating that they're trying to make this fight happen, which would be very, very, very amazing. You know, one person has to go out, and it's got to be one, Anderson Silva or GSP, and it's not going to go to a draw. If it goes to a draw, they're just going to make them fight again. But this fight, I if this fight happens, I will order it. I will have the biggest MMA party for an event in history. I will try. I'll like rent out a fucking, I'll rent out I'll own my own little, maybe own apartment, a big ass apartment. I'll work my ass off just to do that, and just get my big screen over there, and just pay for the event, and just watch it, and buy so much shit for it, because this would be an exciting fight. The fight would pretty much make history, because one of the two big legends of the sport in the sport today, uh, one of them will have to go down. And this is my early fight prediction, and I think it will be George St. Pierre, because even though he's not good at striking, he can still take Anderson Silva down. It won't be hard for him. He's taking guys down his size. He trains with guys, in Greg Jackson's camps. He's training with Rashad Evans, even though Rashad Evans is only like 5'11", still Rashad Evans is a great wrestler. He's training with guys like Nate Marquardt, who's fought him. He's training with guys. I think there was one training video of him and Shane Carwin uh, working, doing wrestling. And I think if George St. Pierre can take Shane Carwin down, he can take down Anderson Silva. And I don't think he'd be getting guillotined or anything, because Anderson Silva wouldn't be able to control the quickness of GSP. Now, these are my thoughts of now to the thoughts of both fighters. Vitor Belfort. I will first start with him. Vitor Belfort. I don't know what he's going to do now. He's 19 and 19, or 19. Fuck, why did I say that? 19 and 9. But still, That's still a pretty good record. If it gets up to the 10 mark, then you're kind of getting to the mark where you gotta step up your game. Like Randy Couture, he's 19 and 10. He's stepping up his game majorly. Even at 47, he's working his ass off to gain maybe more than get at least a 20 and 10 record before he retires. But moving on from Randy Couture, because this is not the main purpose of the video, but Vitor Belfort, I don't know if he's going to continue fighting at middleweight or go back up to light heavyweight, which I think he should stay there, because that's where his normal weight is, and that's where he normally dominates. He's dominated guys up there, but recently, or before he got cut the first time, he was getting his ass whooped, but still, he was facing guys like top guys. But moving on from him, I'll summarize the whole thing if you guys want me to talk about him more. But Anderson Silva, I think he should. I think cancel the fight with Yushin Okami. Have GSP fight him. Have a super fight at like 180, not at 185, but 180, which would be a very awesome fight. This would make UFC history come to be the most watched fight in UFC history. It beat the Forrest Griffin versus Stephen Bonner fight. That's my opinion, but it could be. You guys can have a way different opinion, different views on it, but I think Anderson Silva should continue, even though he has talked about retiring near in his nearing his mid late 30s, which he's 35 right now, he'll be turning 36 in April, I think. Uh, and that's like I said in my previous video about Rich Franklin being you're almost you're hitting the age mark where you're gonna have to really be careful. And sorry, uh, you're gonna have to be careful and make the right decisions. So, what do you think? Do you think Anderson Silva should continue fighting at middleweight and have the super fight with GSP, or do you think he should retire now and keep the legacy while he still has it at 13-0 in the UFC, which is the most impressive thing I can ever see. He's knocking guys out. He's submitting guys. Even though he's gone to a decision 2 times, one was a fucking embarrassment. The Damian Maia fight, that was just like Anderson Silva. I even paid for that event, and I was just very disappointed. I was like, Anderson Silva, you just fucking wasted my $45 just to watch you kick some guy's ass, which you did, but you did not do it in a good fashion. I had to watch the most boring fight, one of the boring fights of my life against BJ Penn versus Frank Yeager, which I thought Frank Yeager actually won. My views. Don't you guys are obviously gonna hate on me, but whatever. But what do you guys think? Do you think Anderson Silva should continue or retire? I will tally the votes, and if you guys say my answer is yes after the GSP fight. That's my answer. I think he should continue, but after he has that GSP fight, he should be done. My last thing, now this is my recap of UFC 126. It was a pretty good event. The preliminaries, when I looked at the results, those looked more exciting than the main card. A lot of those, the first couple, I think the first few fights went to like knockouts, TKOs, KOs in the first rounds, and I give the whole thing a 4 out of 5. Saying that most of the fights were pretty exciting, like the Forrest Griffin fight, the Forrest Griffin versus Rich Franklin fight, John Jones versus Ryan Bader, Miguel Torres fight, and forgot the other guy's name, but the Anderson Silva fight. Wade, and he did a good job at ending that event with a front kick, a little front ninja kick right to his face, which pretty much was like that's like, I consider that the bitch slap of kicks, pretty much. uh, and I think the event was pretty exciting. I thought it had good potential. It was I thought it was worth my money. All right, my next video for next week will be the Strikeforce Heavyweight Tournament. I don't have Showtime, so I won't be watching that fight, but I will watch them online from a source which I will not give out. It's not what you think. It's not MMA Core. It's some other site which MMA Core, they can't keep videos up there for long. But all right, this is MMA Analysis 101, and I am signing out. Peace.